We're going to be talking about building relationships today, guys.
Right, guys, so what is up, everybody, and welcome back. And you join me at today's job. And as you can see, I'm currently stood in the middle of a very, very overgrown garden. We're going to get some lovely before and afters and some lovely time lapses off this one. So I really hope you enjoy. But our first job is going to be taking out this buddleia, this big one. We'll start off sort of taking that out and then work our way front to back. But yeah, it looks quite bad, but I think we will be able to hack through this brush nice and quickly. So yeah, I really don't think it's going to be too much of a challenge at all. And we also have Miles again today. So we've got an extra set of hands, which is always nice. So I'll set you up on a nice time lapse somewhere, guys, and we will get rolling. So as you can see, we are kind of getting on fairly well. We've only been here just over an hour, so we're, sort of scrambling on through it nice and quickly, I would like to think. But yeah. And voila, guys. All in 5 hours work. So I'm extremely happy with how me and Miles got this job done. We absolutely smashed through it. Got it done in 5.5 hours. Just shy of, actually. So really good going for a job like this. We've obviously now got to go take a load of waste up to the tip. I'll show you that. Trailer is extremely full. But first, I've got to knock the customer, make sure they're happy with the results, as always. So, yeah. And here we are, guys. We are at the tip, getting tipped off. Trailer's working lovely.
So we got that load of waste all tipped off, which is really good. I've dropped Miles back. But before I end this one, I'm going to add a little bit of a talking point into this video. A talking point is something I used to do in my videos. But I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to jump straight on. So, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about building relationships today, guys, because I believe building relationships with your customer is really important. At the end of the day, your customers are the backbone of your business, guys. So I think it's really important for you to build the relationships, build the rapport, and get to know the customer. Maybe not get to know them on a friendly note, but, you know, get to know the customer, get to understand what they want within their garden, and be able to understand their vision. And you want to be able to replicate and work with the customer to create that vision for them, because at the end of the day, it's their garden and it's your reputation. So I think being able to build that rapport and build that relationship with the customer, understand their vision, understand the direction they want to take the garden, and then being able to do and facilitate that for the customer. And you wouldn't have been able to do that if you never, you know, built that rapport and had that conversation with the customer in the first place. So it really allows you to be able to see where the customer wants to take their garden and facilitate that. That would be, I guess, point number one. So when you sat down speaking with the customer and having these conversations, I think it's a great time to be able to see if the customer values the work you do. And, you know, for the customers that value my work, for example, I know the ones that value my work, and, you know, I do the little extras here and there, and I go above and beyond for that customer. Whereas if you don't value my work, then how am I going to get that motivation to go that extra mile for you? I just think it's extremely important to go that extra mile for the ones that value your work and value your service. And one of the main ways I've come to that conclusion, whether a customer values me or whether a customer doesn't value me, is, you know, having these little conversations and building that little relationship and building that little rapport. At the end of the day, guys, you know what they say, your network is your net worth. So it's really important to build that connection with the customer. I also think it's really, really important because it puts a good taste in the customer's mouth. You know, and what I mean by that is when, for recommendations, word of mouth is absolutely vital and absolutely massive within any business. So I think being in the customer's good books and being able to build that relationship with the customer, I think you're more likely to get that recommendation. Whereas if you was just the gardener that come round once a fortnight, I think, you know, if you're that happy chappy that's always there, always smiling, always willing to have a conversation and do the odd extra bit here and there, I think that attitude really rubs off on your work and also rubs off on the morals that you carry within your business. And people see that, and I think that benefits your business massively when it comes to recommendations and word of mouth and that sort of thing. I would also like to think with some of these customers, you know, they're slightly more loyal to me in the regards of if I can't get something that they want done, booked on for a couple of weeks or a couple of months or whatever, if it's a bigger job, then they're happy to wait and happy for me to come in at a time that's best for me and get the work done. I think being able to build that relationship and that rapport has these advantages for your business. I guess I can put it to you this way, guys. You know, let's just search your garden. Who would you want coming round and cutting the grass? You know, Billy Bob Bill, who's going to come round and do it maybe cheaper, but he's going to be grumpy, he's going to be miserable, he may not quite care as much. Or you've got big old energetic Smiley Harley comes in, you know, has the conversation with the customer, right, exactly where we wanted to go with the garden, let's see how we can get it there. Who do you think the customer's coming to next time? Because I know who I'm coming to, because at the end of the day, guys, price is what you pay and value is what you get. You know, I may not be the cheapest person around, but I would like to think, well, no, actually, I'm confident to say that the value I bring for all of my customers well exceeds anyone else within my area. I'd like to think so. I at least try my hardest and push for that to be the case, at least anyway. Now, guys, let's talk about the reverse side. So I think on the reverse side, it is really good to be able to build connections, you know, with people who are doing the same thing as you in your area, other businessmen, because you never know when a project could come your way that you might need help with, or they might need help with a project, and you can work together. I think building relationships on both sides of the fence is vital, and it's definitely something that I'm going to do a little bit more in the future. Work with people a lot more and see what I can create, because Rome wasn't built in a day, and it definitely wasn't built by one man. So you got to be able to work with people as well, guys. You can't be greedy and want all the profits for yourself, because I don't believe you'll get anywhere within business. But we are drifting a little bit away from the topic there, so let's bring it back round. I also think, on the landscaping side of things, building relationships with your suppliers and people that provide the products and services that you use for your clients. I think that is extremely vital. I do not believe in making enemies within business at all, ever. I like to not keep everyone sweet, but I like to, not be overly friendly with people even. But within the game of business, I don't want to be anyone's enemy, and I don't want to be anyone's target, and I don't want to be anyone's competitor. Let's work together, let's make money together. And that's just me, and that's just my thoughts. But I hope you enjoyed that little talking point, guys. But I'm going to wrap this one up there, following on from that. I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Drop all your thoughts, drop all your comments in the comment section. If you've got any questions, if you want me to explain anything a little bit more, feel free. I'm always in the comments. I'm always open for a chat, and I'm always open for a conversation. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, and remember, if your garden's looking worse for wear, call Hampshire and Dorset Garden Care. Have a good evening, guys.